जी बेटा, good evening everyone. Welcome to the second lecture of your basic maths for economic analysis. Beta, today we want to continue where we had stopped the last time. So if you remember, I had started with chapter 2 of AC Chiang, and in that chapter I had gone ahead and I had started talking about what is an equation, what is a variable. ये सब छोटी छोटी बातें हमने कर ली थी, है ना? अच्छा, today I will continue with that chapter and we will begin with the concept of sets. So please better write that down. The concept of sets. See, सेट हमने बहुत बारी क्लास 11th क्लास 12th में भी सुना होगा, है ना? What is a set बेटा? A set is a collection of distinct objects. बहुत important है ये definition समझना. It's very important to understand this definition. The first important thing that I want to focus here, beta, is collection. So I am collecting things, right? The second important thing is, beta, distinct, right? So it can distinct collection can be collection of numbers, collection of person, collection of food items, collection of anything, but they should be properly defined. So when I have a collection of items that is properly defined, but that becomes a set. Usko hum set bolte hain. Just for example, but can I go ahead and say, I can say, write the set of first 5 natural numbers. ये लिख दिया मैंने. Write the set of first 5 natural numbers. तो क्या हो गया बेटा? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. बेटा, set is always represented using curly brackets. ठीक है? Set is always represented using curly brackets. This way of defining sets, it is called the method of enumeration. क्या कहते हैं इसे? Enumeration. Enumeration माने I am writing them like this. I am clearly telling what these numbers are. The second way of writing sets can be called as the method of description. बेटा, अगर आपने मेरी basic maths देखी होंगी, basic videos, please look at that playlist also. उसमें भी मैंने set theory explain किया है. That is from the point of view of class 11th and 12th. It will be useful for this, तो वहां पे you will find that I did 2 things. One is called as the set builder format, and the other is known as roster format. वही ये है. This becomes my enumeration now, and this becomes my description. So description में how can I write set beta? So I can say I want to define set A. ये set A कैसे हो गया? All elements. X इसका एक element है. बेटा, what is an element? मैम, objects in the set are called elements. तो ये जो भी objects है ना, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ये सारे elements हैं. These are all elements. So I am saying X is such that X is first 5 natural numbers. So when I am writing X such that X becomes first 5 natural numbers, that is an enumeration. That is a descriptive way of telling this set. Clear हुआ बेटा? तो enumerative क्या हो गया? When you write it in terms of numbers. Descriptive क्या हो गया? When you write the description of the set. When you write the description of the set. अच्छा, ध्यान से समझना. बेटा, if I say give me set of top 5 cricketers, then beta, these top 5 cricketers, they can differ. मेरी definition में it can differ for you. Like for example, I ask a maths teacher of a class that, sir, give me the top 5 students of your class. You know, the most obedient student of your class. he gives me a set of those 5 students. Now I ask the English teacher, ma'am, give me the first 5 students of your class. She also gives me the most loyal students of her class. But the point is, both of them will not give me the same students, even though I ask them the same question. So this is not well defined. मेरे लिए the best 5 students can differ as against you. So this is not well defined, not well defined. But we want that a set should be well defined. हमें चाहिए कि एक set well defined हो. Just I ask you, give me the first 5 natural numbers. But you will also say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will also say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first 5 natural numbers will be the same. चाहे वो तुम्हारे लिए हो या मेरे लिए, whether it is for you or me. The first 5 natural numbers will remain the same. Are you getting it? That is a set. But this is not a set where it keeps on changing from one person to another. But now, I can define numbers in 2 ways. मैं numbers को ना 2 तरीके से लिख सकती हूँ. One can be called as the finite numbers. But the other can be called as infinite numbers. What is this called as, ma'am? This is called as finite numbers. This is called as infinite numbers. But what is a finite number? Finite, not numbers, my bad. You should write it as set. Huh? Finite set, infinite set. But what is a finite set? A finite set is always countable. An infinite set is non-countable. Jesse, if I ask you, give me the set of first 5 natural numbers. So beta, you will be able to tell me na, that ma'am, first 5 natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But beta, if I tell you, give me the set of natural numbers. मैंने first 5 नहीं बोला. I just told you, give me the set of natural numbers. So beta, in this case, you will not know what those natural numbers are. Ma'am, I will start from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. But I don't know where to stop. I don't know where the end is. So, whenever we talk about finite natural numbers, whenever I say first 5, first 10, it means that I can count those. They are countable. क्या होते हैं ये बेटा? Countable. मतलब इनके एलिमेंट्स को हम एक सीक्वेंस में रख के काउंट कर सकते हैं. I can count them. That, you know, if you're writing 5, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are writing 10 elements, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can count on my fingers now. I can count them one by one now. So they are called countable. But a countable is also called as denumerable. Countable को और क्या बोलते हैं? Denumerable. Countable is also called as denumerable. Clear हुई बात? So, will it be right to say that a finite set is always countable? Yes, ma'am. I can always count it. This has 5 elements in it. You write another one, it will have some elements in it. I can count those. So finite set is always countable, and a countable set is called as a denumerable set. क्या बोलते हैं इसको बेटा? Denumerable set. But here is the trick. When I talk about an infinite set, तो बेटा ये countable भी हो सकता है और non-countable भी हो सकता है. It can either be countable or non-countable. If countable, अगर हम उसको count कर पाएं, then बेटा it is called denumerable. And if non-countable, then beta it can be called as non-denumerable. Clear हुआ? Non-denumerable. Right? अब मैम काउंटेबल कैसे हो सकता है? हाउ इज दिस काउंटेबल? इनफाइनाइट सेट जो होते हैं, it can be, I told you, it can be denumerable also or non-denumerable also. So how does that happen? We will talk about that in a while. But before that, and take that as homework, ek bari pehle socho, give me the answer in the comment section. What do you think? How can an infinite set be countable? कौन सा वो infinite set है जिसे मैं count कर सकती हूँ? Which I can count? You need to go ahead and tell me that. Is that clear? Anyone who can tell me that? Let me give you an example. But when I say this set, x such that x is a positive number, तो infinite है, कितने भी positive numbers हम निकाल सकते हैं. I can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an infinite set. But beta, when I will write 6 numbers, suppose I write 6 only, till 6. You told me x such that x is a positive number. आपने बोला ऐसे number लिखो जो positive है. So I wrote from 1 to 6. So you could count now that there are 6 elements in it. But suppose I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can count on my numbers because these are just numbers given here. तो ये हो गया countable but infinite set. क्योंकि मैं यहाँ पे बता पा रही हूँ, I can make a sequence of those. I can tell you that it will be 1, 2, 3 and so on. So because they can be counted one by one, इसको मैं count कर सकती हूँ अपने tips पे. That is a countable but infinite है. कितने भी आप elements add कर सकते हो. So it is a countable but infinite set. But let's take another example. Suppose I tell you J, x such that x is between 2 and 5. तो मैम x कुछ भी हो सकता है. X can be 2, 2.1, 2.5, 2.8, 3.4, 3.7 and so on. This has decimals in it, na? Can I have 2.1 on my finger? No. Can I have 2.5 on my finger? No. So beta, this becomes uncountable set. Infinite to hai hi. There are infinite numbers between 2 and 5, na? 2.11111, ye bhi ek number hai between 2 and 5. 2.87432, ye bhi ek number hai between 2 and 5. 3.00009, ye bhi ek number hai between 2 and 5. You haven't told me I have to just write numbers. It can be an integer, it can be a real number. तो हम कुछ भी तो लिख सकते हैं हम 2 और 5 के बीच में, right? So it becomes an uncountable set. What does this become? It becomes an uncountable set. I hope that this difference is absolutely clear to you. It can come in exam. But the next thing that I want to teach you here is called this sign, this Greek sign. And this Greek sign means belongs to. And the other sign is this beta. This means not belongs to. So just say, take an example, beta, I define a set. This set is first 5 even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So beta, can I say 2 belongs to this set? Yes, ma'am. 2 to ek element hai, I can see that. But beta, can I say that 3 belongs to this set? No, ma'am. 3 does not belongs to this set. So 3 set ko belong nahi karta hai. 3 does not belong to this set. Is this clear? Okay, beta. The next thing that you should understand is relationships between sets. Relationship between sets. Beta, 2 sets are said to be equal sets if they have the same elements. Kab hote 2 sets equal sets? They are called equal sets if they have same elements. But order does not matter. Order से हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Order does not matter. It should just have identical elements. It should just have same elements in it. Let's take an example. So suppose I tell you set 1 beta, this is 2, 7, A and F. Set 2 lete hain. Beta set 2 is 7, 2, F and 9. Right? So we are saying that set A has elements 2, 7, A and F, yeah, 2, 7, 9 and F, and the set B also has elements, beta. Now just see that they are not in the same order, but they are the same elements. Do you see here? This is 2, 2. Beta, this is 7, 7. Beta, this is 9, 9. This is F, F. They have the same elements. So we can say that S1 is equal to S2. Order does not matter. Clear hua? Acha. Now, the next definition that you have to understand, beta, usko bolte hai subset. Ma'am, ab subset kya hota hai? A set is called a subset of another set if every element of that set is in the other set. क्या बोला मैंने? एक सेट है, ये दूसरे सेट का सबसेट तब होगा अगर इसका हर एलिमेंट, जो भी एलिमेंट S1 में है वो एलिमेंट S2 में है ही है. If this is the case, then I can go ahead and I can say that you have this as the subset. Is this clear? Is everyone clear with what I have said? So now let's take an example. But suppose I say that set 1 is 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. Set 2, but that is 3, 7. Can you see that set 2 ka har element set 1 mein present hai? Yes, ma'am. Every element of set 2 is present in set 1. So I can say set 2 is a subset of set 1. What can I say? Set 2 is a subset of set 1. Clear hui ye baat? Everyone is clear with it? Okay. अब बेटा एक बार बहुत ध्यान से मेरी बात को समझने की कोशिश करो. बेटा suppose I say I have set 1 as 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. Set 2 as 3, 7, 1, 2 and 9. तो क्या set 1 set 2 का subset है? Yes, ma'am. Every element of set 1 is in set 2. So set 1 is subset of set 2. तो क्या set 2 set 1 का subset है? Yes, ma'am. Every element of set 2 is present in set 1. So set 2 is also a subset of set 1. Beta, when these two things hold together, कि 1 2 का subset है और 2 1 का subset है. When 1 is a subset of 2 and 2 is a subset of 1, then we can say that set 1 and set 2 are equal to each other. Is clear हुआ? So if set 1 is a subset of set 2 and set 2 is a subset of set 1, then set 1 is equal to set 2. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. Now, but suppose I give you a set. मैंने ये set कैसे define किया? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. But I am asking you how many subsets can you form? इसमें से हम कितने subsets बना सकते हैं? How many subsets can you form? So you have to try and understand that whenever I go ahead and I say a subset, तो subset इसका ही एक subset हो गया जिसमें सिर्फ 1 है. अगर एक set है A which only contains one element, 1. So 1 is contained in S. So A is a subset of S. Better consider 1 and 3. Suppose this is set B. This is also a subset of S. Better consider 3 and 5. इस C के भी सारे एलिमेंट्स S में प्रेजेंट है, all elements of C are in S. So can I say C is also a subset of S? Yes, ma'am. But consider set D, 1, 3, 5, 7. All elements of D are also in A. That is also a subset. So जो भी मैं pair, triplet, quadruple, जो भी मैं बना पा रही हूँ, but all of these are subsets of the set S. ठीक है? But suppose there is a set E which has 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So beta E भी तो इसी का subset है, because all elements of E are present in A, no doubt. They are equal to each other. But E is also a subset of A, ना? यही हमने यहाँ बताया. That this was a subset of this and this was a subset of this. So beta E itself is a subset of A. क्लियर हुई ये बात भी? अब बहुत ध्यान से समझो. एक और सबसेट भी होता है. There is another subset that we have. What is that subset? That subset is basically called a null set. Null set is a subset of every set. Null set क्या हो गया? Null set माने no element. So null set is a subset of every set. ऐसा set जिसमें एक भी element नहीं है, तो वो भी तो subset हो गया. So this is two properties I want to write down. But a null set is a subset of every set, and that set itself, मतलब जिसमें सारे elements आ रहे हैं, that is also a subset of every set. ये अगर मैं यही set बना दूं, तो ये भी तो इसका subset होगा. So S, that means the entire set is also a subset of itself. So बेटा two things, दो property हम समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. अगर मैं आपको एक set दे दूं, if I give you a set 1, 2, how many subsets can be there? मैम एक तो इसका null अपने आप में एक subset है. Null set is a subset of every set. मैम दूसरा A itself is a subset of itself. मतलब अगर मेरा दूसरा सेट भी 1, 2 ही हो, it will be a subset of this. And मैम तीसरा क्या हो जाएगा? तीसरा अगर मेरा सेट सिर्फ 1 है, if my set is only 1, so 1 is contained within this big set. So 1 is a subset of 1, 2. And similarly, ma'am, 2 is also a subset of 1, 2. So but if my bigger set is 1, 2, I am able to make 4 subsets out of it using the property that null is a subset of every set. A is a subset of set itself is a subset of every set, and बीच के दो भी मैंने बना दिए. So beta, how many subsets could I create? Ma'am, I could create 4 subsets. है ना बेटा? Now, बहुत ध्यान से समझना है. The property that we have is that the number of subsets that can be created, beta, they are 2 to the power n, where n is the number of elements. तो इस A में कितने elements थे? How many elements were there in A? Ma'am, I could see that there were 2 elements in A. So how many can I create? Subsets 2 to the power 2, that means 4 subsets. On that same basis, but if I go ahead and I see here, there are 5 elements now. There are 5 elements in this. So how many subsets can I create? 2 to the power 5. That means 32 subsets can be created. Clear, Uiva? 32 subsets can be created. But now I want to tell you what is a proper subset. A proper subset is any non-equal subset. Matlab, I have set A, which is 1, 2, 3. Suppose I tell you that E is 1, 2, 3. So E भी subset of S, तो E is a subset of A, na? Because E का हर element A में present है. But ma'am, E is also equal to A. So this is not a proper subset. This is not a proper subset. But let's take the set G. G is 1, 2. G के हर एलिमेंट A में प्रेजेंट है, but G is not A itself ना. G is less than A. So beta G is a subset of A. This is a proper subset. They are not equal to each other. So G is called a proper subset. It has elements less than A. उसके पास सारे A के elements नहीं हैं, but G का हर element A में present है. So G is a subset of A. It is called a proper subset, but E is not a proper subset because E and A are the same only. They are equal. Clear हुई बात? Okay. Next beta, suppose I tell you that this and this, are they equal? No. बेटा ये एक ऐसा सेट है जिसका जो एलिमेंट है वो 0 है. ये नल नहीं है. दिस इज नॉट नल. दिस इज अ सेट बट इट्स एलिमेंट इज 0. एंड बेटा ये एक ऐसा सेट है जिसमें देयर इज नो एलिमेंट. इट इज अ नल सेट. सो नल सेट and set with 0 element are different. This is a set which has 0 element in it, but it is not empty. It is a non-empty set. And this is a set which has no element in it, so it is an empty set. Clear? One last definition I would like to do here, beta, for sets. That definition, usko bolte hain beta disjoint sets. बड़ी सिंपल है, वर्ड में ही प्रेजेंट है. डिसजॉइंट, दैट मीन्स नॉट जॉइंट. दैट मीन्स नथिंग इज कॉमन. सो व्हाट इज अ डिसजॉइंट सेट? बेटा वो सेट्स जिनमें कुछ भी कॉमन ना हो, which have nothing common between them, they are called as disjoint sets. Clear हुआ? Any set which have nothing in common between them, they are called as disjoint sets. लिख लेते हैं बेटा जरा. Suppose set A is 1, 2, 3. Set B is 4, 5, 6. Beta, do they have any common element? No. Nothing is common between them. So if there is nothing common between them, तो हो गए ना disjoint. Nothing is common between them ना. So they are automatically disjoint sets. Clear हो गई बात? So this is lecture number 2 from AC Chiang chapter 2. In the next class, beta, we will do operations of set. I will try to come a little more often. थोड़ा break ज़्यादा हो गया था. I was doing classes with your semester 3 students, optimization classes. But now we will do more lectures on these basic maths. We will try to finish these. And we will also try to discuss the back questions of AC Chiang. ठीक है बेटा? तो जो भी पीछे के questions है ना, exercise questions, after we finish the chapters, we will also discuss those in the live lectures. Okay, beta? Thank you so much for your time. I will meet you again with